Welcome to Today of All Days, episode 123.
Well, I would walk 804.672 kilometers, and Today is Tons of Metric Fun Tuesday, the 10th of October, 2017. And today is...
National Metric Day! The metric system is an internationally agreed upon decimal system of measurement. It originated in 1799 by the French First Republic. Throughout time, the metric system has had changes to the exact measurements of the meter and the kilogram.
This measurement system has been sanctioned for use in the U.S. since 1866, but we are still the only industrialized country in the world that hasn't adopted it as our official measurement system.
We even passed the Foreign Trade and Competitiveness Act, which designated the metric system as the preferred system when dealing with trade and commerce. It also requires federal agencies to use the metric system in almost all of their activities.
The thing that makes the metric system so easy to use is the fact that everything is based off of sets of tens, whereas the US uses the foot, which is 12 inches, and the pound, which is 16 ounces. In school, everything was based off of the imperial units, the feet and the pounds, but whenever it came to anything chemistry or biology, suddenly it's always done with metric units.
It personally drives me nuts that we can't just agree on one system, the right system, the metric system. It's crazy to me that the entirety of the world, other than us, decides to use a completely different system that's harder to learn, and whenever we're trying to have any foreign communications, when it comes to distance, or weight, or how much liquid to use, we have to change all of our recipes. I want to know this. How many recipes have been lost in translation because it doesn't fit into cups? It drives me nuts. There's so many different names for so many different measurements in the States, and it's crazy. Guys, we should make a petition.
And that brings us to...
Today in History. In 1967, the Outer Space Treaty is enforced.
The Outer Space Treaty was created in order to keep countries from trying to claim outer space and celestial bodies for themselves. It was determined that they were the common heritage of all humans and could not be claimed by any single nation.
The treaty also states that the exploration of outer space shall be done to benefit all countries, and that space shall be free for exploration and use by all of those that have ratified the Outer Space Treaty.
And now we're gonna move over to...
World Homeless Day! Last year, there were an average of 550,000 people without homes. Over 1/5 of these individuals were under 18 years old. That's over 120,000 children.
Roughly 60% of the homeless population were sheltered, staying in emergency shelters or assistance housing, and about 90% of the homeless children were in shelters or transitional housing.
Seeing the numbers may be a bit shocking at first, but homelessness overall has declined 15% since 2007. With a population of 323.1 million people in 2016, those experiencing homelessness made up less than 1% of the U.S. population.
To be exact, it's right around 0.17%. Now, a survey from 2003 estimated that 6.2% of the U.S. population had been homeless for at least one night in their lifetime. There's really no telling how many individuals experience homelessness off and on or for short periods of time throughout their lives. As such, it is quite difficult to ascertain the true impact that literal homelessness has on our communities.
Many countries consider homelessness as literal homelessness, meaning that an individual is living without a traditional roof over their heads, on the street, in makeshift domiciles, or in assistance housing. The actual number of homeless individuals is difficult to track, and most statistics go off of, at this time, data gathering.
So basically, on a given date, they'll try to find out as accurately as possible how many homeless people are utilizing assistance housings or in-between housings, or they'll actually go in the street and count how many people they see. And so a lot of the data that you'll find is on a night in 2016 or in one day in 2003.
You're not gonna see everybody. I would say for every one person you find, there's at least another person that's, squirreled away somewhere.
With that, World Homeless Day is a day to draw attention to these types of statistics and to the fact that we may never truly know until a better method is devised how many people are out there without a roof over their heads. When it comes down to it, we could all be doing a little something to help to make it more aware to our friends, to our families, and to our local officials that it is a real thing, and the numbers may be declining, but we don't truly know. So get out there, put your best foot forward to help your fellow man on this day.
Today of all days.
Today of all days.
And we will see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.